Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barca News. It is March 31st, 2024, and Barcelona are pressuring Xavi Hernandez to continue past the end of the season. Also, Mika Faye is set to debut with the first team pretty soon. And finally, I'll tell you the reason why Barcelona are currently not negotiating with Amadou Onana, despite him being the number one option to reinforce the midfield. We have a lot to discuss. So let's begin. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and I know I'm coming to you live, but this is not a Barca News podcast. Therefore, I'm not going to be reading any of the comments or addressing any of the comments in the chat. Instead, I'm just going to be bringing you the news really quick in a hopefully 10-minute long live stream. I'll try to keep it as short as possible. But having said all of that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. If you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you hit the bet us. If you are looking to buy any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, especially for people here in the US where they can't do it on the Barcelona website, make sure you hit the kickback. You get a special offer if you use my link for both Bet Us and Kickback, which the links are down below in the description. Now, let's begin with the news because it's reported that Barcelona are pressuring Xavi Hernandez in order to stay past the end of the season, which is when the Barcelona coach has said on multiple occasions that he will be resigning. Now, the last person to join this kind of push to try to keep Xavi Hernandez is Barcelona's vice president, Rafa Yuste. We all know Joan Laporta said in multiple recent interviews that he wanted Xavi to stay, that he wanted to convince him to stay. And now Rafa Yuste has said the same thing in a post-match interview, which is the match where Barcelona defeated Las Palmas, and Rafa Yuste said the same thing that Laporta did. Now, not everybody within Barcelona wants Xavi to continue. There's a lot of people within the club who believe that Xavi Hernandez's chapter at Barcelona is over, but it seems that Laporta and Rafa Yuste think otherwise and would like to have Xavi Hernandez remain. And this is what Rafa Yuste had to say about the whole ordeal or about Xavi staying. Now, Rafa Yuste said, "I hope and wish that he continues here because we are talking about a long-term project with him, not a season or two. We're going to try to convince Xavi. It's up to him." So Rafa used to saying, he would like for Xavi Hernandez to stay, that they want to build a whole project around him. So they want him to stay for as long as possible. And that they're going to try to convince him. Now, in my opinion, I've said this multiple times, I think this is a big, big mistake. First of all, I don't think Xavi Hernandez is the right coach for Barcelona. If Xavi continues, I think we're going to continue seeing the same of what we've been seeing these past 2 years, which in my opinion is not good enough for Barcelona or how Barcelona should be playing. But even if you think Xavi Hernandez is a great coach, even if you think that Xavi Hernandez is doing a great job, I still think that this is a big mistake because let's not forget that when things got tough, when the team was going through its worst period of the season, when the team had just been disqualified from 2 championships, when the team was losing matches and dropping points, when things got really, really tough, Xavi Hernandez jumped ship. He said, "I quit." He kept talking about how hard the job is, how it's not fun, how it's a torture. Even Joan Laporta in an interview said that when Xavi Hernandez told him he wanted to resign, that he accepted his decision because he could see on Xavi's face that he had been totally consumed by the demands and the pressure of the job. So this is why I believe it's a mistake, because when things got really, really tough, Xavi Hernandez jumped ship. And if you want to build a project with a leader, you want to make sure that that leader can withstand the pressure and the demands of the job. You want a leader who under pressure rises above that pressure, not succumbs to it. And this is why this is a mistake, regardless of whether you think Xavi is great or bad, or that he's doing a great job or he's doing a bad job. Because a project, a nascent project with lots of young talent, is going to have its ups and downs. There's no way about it. especially because we have so many young players. The project is going to have ups and downs, and you want a leader, someone that leads the project that can handle the downs, not just the ups. And Xavi Hernandez has shown us that he cannot handle the downs, that under pressure, he succumbs to it, he jumps ship, and this is why it's a mistake. But as always, I do like to hear from you guys, so let me know down below in the comment section. What do you think about Barcelona wanting to keep Xavi and trying to pressure him to keep Xavi? Is it the right decision? Is it the bad? Let me know down below. Now, speaking of Xavi Hernandez, it is currently being reported that Xavi is set to give Mika Faye his debut with the first team pretty soon. Now, it's no secret by now that Mika Faye is absolutely killing it with Barca Athletic. He actually scored a goal today. He's also killing it with the Senegalese team now. We all saw that goal during the international break. So it's no secret that Mika Faye is finally, adapting, is growing, is reaching his potential that we're all expecting him to reach. And it's no secret that this will probably be his last season at Barca Athletic. He definitely has outgrown the third division, and Mika Faye should be expected to be playing in the first division. And as such, it's reported that Xavi Hernandez is set to give Mika Faye his debut in these upcoming matches. He wants to try him out with the first team. He wants to see what he has to offer in top flight football. But also, Barcelona want to do this because they want Mika Faye to feel important. They want him to feel appreciated by the club, and they want him to feel wanted by the club. Because let's not forget, there's a lot of clubs out there who want to sign Mika Faye. We have clubs in Ligue 1 like Lille and Lens. We've even talked about Manchester United and Bayern Munich who have started scouting Mika Faye. There's definitely a lot of clubs out there who are looking to steal him away from Barcelona during this summer. So Barcelona want to give him his debut, not just to see how good he is, but also to make him feel important, to make him feel wanted. That way he does not jump ship in the summer and try to go to another club because he's feeling that Barcelona are not going to give him his chance. So for all of you who've been wanting to see Mika Faye with the first team, me included, don't worry, his debut is coming. We'll see what match it happens, but I have to say I am very excited for Mika Faye's debut with the first team. Now, speaking of solid defenders, of young defenders who are absolutely killing it, I came across this chart on La Liga's website, and I decided to share it with you because it's absolutely impressive. But this is Pau Cubarsí's stats in the match against Las Palmas, where Barcelona won 1-0. And in that match, Pau Cubarsí made 91 passes with a 96% accuracy. Now, this is absolutely mind-blowing, not just for a defender, but for a 17-year-old defender who just started playing top division football. And let's look at this map of his passes, because if you notice something from the arrows, that shows where he was and where he passed the ball to. But if you look at these arrows, there aren't many safe passes. Safe passes are the ones where, you pass back because you feel like there's pressure on you or they're trying to take the ball. If you look at this, I think there's only one pass where he passes it to Ter Stegen, and the other 90 passes are all forward passes. And when you look at the direction of their passes, he's not making sideways passes. There's a couple of side passes, but most of them are going forward, breaking lines and making passes to the midfield and even to the final third, which shows you that not only Pau Cubarsí is an amazing defensive element where he's absolutely solid and no one can beat him, including some of the best players in the world like Osimhen and Kvaratskhelia, but it shows you that he also is an offensive element where he is helping a lot, building up plays, breaking lines with his passes. And this just shows what an amazing player we have in Pau Cubarsí, who, again, is only 17 years old and just started playing top flight football. So I can't wait to see what else he has to offer us as he continues his adaptation, as he continues to grow, develop, and get better and better. Because if he's doing the things that he's doing right now at 17, you can only imagine what he's going to be doing once he hits his prime, around 24, 25 years old. He's going to be an absolute beast, which he already is, but I guess a beast, even bigger beast. But anyways, speaking of defensive players, let's talk about Amadou Onana, because as you know by now, because I've been saying it over and over again, Amadou Onana is Deco's #1 option to reinforce the pivot position in the summer. It looks like Barcelona are looking for a defensive midfielder instead of your traditional Barcelona pivot, someone who's big, who's strong, who is a destroyer type of defensive midfielder. And it seems that Amadou Onana is the number one option for Barcelona. But Barcelona have not started negotiating with Amadou Onana yet. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Well, it seems that Onana is currently in the process of switching agents. He knows that there are a lot of clubs out there who are going to try to sign him in the summer. I don't think Amadou Onana is going to spend another season with Everton. There's plenty of clubs out there who want to sign him. And as such, he is currently in the process of changing agencies. And the agency that is most interested in signing Amadou Onana is Pini Sahabi's agency. Now, we know by now that Pini Sahabi is a very, very close friend of Jan Laporta. They're not just associates. They're not just people who know each other. No, they're very, very good friends. They've had business dealings together. We've seen Pini Sahabi hanging out with Laporta multiple times. So Barcelona are now bidding their time and waiting to see whether Amadou Onana ends up siding with Pini Sahabi. Because if he does, of course, it's going to make things a lot more easy for Barcelona, a lot easier for Barcelona, because obviously it's a lot easier to negotiate with a friend rather than with a stranger or even an associate. So Barcelona have not started negotiation with Amadou Onana yet. They are waiting to see who he picks his agent. And if he picks Pini Sabi, then I'm sure Barcelona will immediately begin negotiations, because we all know the good relationship that the Israeli agent has with the Barcelona president, Jan Laporta. Anyways, that is all the news for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Also, please drop a comment down below letting me know all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, and as always, Visca Barça.